Look at this, right next to the water. Oh, this is Frederick B. Brown, Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam, June 3rd, 1945 to March 12, 2009. Alright. The flag over here. And a gem to remember, Sergeant of the U.S. Air Force, Vietnam vet, Frederick B. Brown. Rest in peace, and thanks for your service. Check this headstone out. I've never seen a headstone like this one before. This is Graham, Rawlins, and Betty. Rawlins born 1915, passed away in 1996, and his wife, Betty, 1919, 2006. Graham. But on the back, footprints. Now, I've read this before, so if you want to read it, feel free. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay 2 gems for him around here. One for Rolls, one for Betty. And I just noticed something. Rolls was first lieutenant in the U.S. Army during World War II. First lieutenant. You know what? Let's put the flag up here, right in front of this grave. Headstone. And I'm going to say rest in peace to First Lieutenant Rolls Graham and his wife Betty. Rest in peace, and thanks for your service, sir, during World War II. Alright, I've seen this, and we're here. Let's see what this is. It says Pope. And I don't know if this belongs to him. Alright, this is Merlin G. Pope Jr., an incredible man who brought magic to love and friendship. May 31st, 1942 to February 10th, 1998. Oh, this is his. This must be a family monument. That is a nice look. I mean, it's nice looking. Instead of putting the gem, oh, I had Jim fall out. Those are mine. Each mine. All right. Instead of putting the gem down here, I'm gonna put it here. Rest in peace to Merlin G. Pope Jr., who brought magic of love and friendship. Rest in peace. Hey, this is Patsy K. Campbell, November 18th, 1966 to October 16th, 2014. The most loving mom, nanny, sister, and daughter. I like the way it's headstone, the butterfly. Put Jim here, remember? Patsy K. Campbell. Sweet butterfly. Rest in peace. Well, this giant headstone belongs to the Rogers, Herbert, and Shirley. Herbert born March 13th, 1950, passed away on June 6, 2009. Shirley, December 23rd, 1948 to May 28th, 1999. If I can hear your love like a pump before me, when I go down the pony, steep reed of darkness, I shall not fear the everlasting shadows, nor confess terror. If I can find out God, then I shall find him. If no one find him, then I shall sleep soundly, knowing how well on earth your love sufficed me, a lamp in darkness. Let's lay a gem down here for Herbert and one for Shirley. Rest in peace to Shirley and Herbert Rogers. Rest in peace. They're throwing out the Matitda, I guess I said Matitda, Harbhai, and Devyapriti. I know I'm butchering these names. But Harbhai was born 1919, passed away in 1997, and Devyapriti 1920 to 22. So before I butcher name anymore, let's lay a gem down for him, one for her, to the Matitda couple. Rest in peace. I was walking around, I kind of looked down and saw how it looked. The A caught my eye. This is Arnett Garfield, 1883 to 1967. I like the way it's the big A caught my eye on Arnett. Let's lay a gem down here to remember Arnett Garfield. Do rest in peace underneath this tree. Rest in peace. Norma and Sandra. William and Sandra, I'm sorry. March 16, 1930 to July 15, 2002. Sandra. Next name Gil. January 15, 1937 to January 27, 1999. That's tall. That's a big headstone. A rose in the middle and Harling. There's also a place for flowers. Same thing on this side, just a rose. Ronald W. July 23rd, 1957 to April 3rd, 2017. There's another one back here. Ronald. Alright, let's I got 3 gems. Got one for William, one for Sandra, and one for Ronald. Rest in peace to all 3. That is a big headstone. Rest in peace. M.H. Haverland, U.S. P. Army, PFC, SA, U.S. Navy. There's another one. Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, World War II, Korea. January 13, 1926. September 27, 2004. Well, he served in 3 branches? PFC, U.S. Army, a Seaman's Apprentice, U.S. Navy, and Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Well, we know where he retired from. He was in World War II and Korea. He fought in the Pacific, had to have been in the Army and the Navy, and in Korea. My guess is he served as PFC and SA during World War II and Air Force during War Korea. I'm guessing. I might be wrong. But that's just a footstone. Up here, that's where he's laid to rest with his wife, Julianna. Of course, William, 1926 2004. His wife, Julianna Loebker, Haverland, 1927 to 2019. There's a flag right there. Oh, that goes on back. Alright. Right there's what caught my eye. So we'll put it down here. Also got a couple of gems. One for Master Sergeant William, as the last one he had. And Julianna. Rest in peace to Master Sergeant William Haverland and his wife Julianna. Thanks for your service. Both rest in peace. Alright, take a look at this. Sweeny. There's a concrete squirrel. But check it out. Huge monument. But the thing is, there's nobody here. A lot of headstones. Empty. Now, I'm guessing it's just for the family one day be laid to rest here. Sweeny. I like that, how that's decorated. Like a bunch of vines and roses. Well, I guess sooner or later, Sweeny family will be laid to rest here. Someday. Hopefully not soon, but someday. Alright, take this out. Huff, Hinds. On both sides. Hinds, Huff. So these are the Hinds: Carolyn, Dick, Richard, basically, May, and Carl. And on this side is the Hinds. Now, Carl, May, wait a minute, Carolyn. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Carl, wait a minute, hold on a second. Carl, May, Dick, Carolyn. Carl, Carolyn, Dick, May, Carl. What the? Okay, I am the resurrection of life. He who believeth me through the or dead shall he live. And so whoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Carolyn, March 1st, 1938 to August 25th, 2019. Dick, Richard, I'm gonna say Richard. December 2nd, 1933 to October 10th, 2022. May, August 30th, 1910 to May 5th, 1989. And Carl, October 7th, 1912 to August 10th, 1991. I'm guessing the same ones over here. Yep, it's just reversed. They're the same. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and where I am, there you may be also. John 14:23. Okay, that is a nice looking both sides. So I'm guessing these are the Hinds and those are the Huffs. So instead of 8, only got 4. So this is what I'll do. On this side, Hinds is first, followed by Huff. So I'll do this one. Carolyn Hinds, one for her, and Richard Dick Hinds. On the other side is Huff Hinds. So this would be Carl and May Huff or Hinds. So rest in peace to Carl and May Huff, and on the side, rest in peace to Carolyn and Dick Hinds. Rest in peace to both couples. That threw me through a loop for a second. I thought there was 8 people on here. There's only 4. 2, 4. Rest in peace to the lovely couples. Check this out. Moeller, Chester and Minnie. Chester born 1889 to 1951. Minnie 1889 to 1973. Let's put a gem up here for Chester if it doesn't fall off, and one for Minnie. Rest in peace to Chester and Minnie Moeller. I like that Headstone. Rest in peace. Look at this bush. It's a tree actually, but look to it. Jack Richard Price, 1929 to 2015, husband of Alda Jean Price. Wow, there's a train. I'm gonna put a gem right in front of it and say rest in peace to Jack Richard Price, husband to Alda Jean Price. Rest in peace. In our hearts, your memory is kept, to love and cherish and never forget. Werdon. This is George, served in the Marine Corps, 1st Marine Division. I was in that. L37. Battles of Palu and Okinawa. Born May 11th, 1926. Passed away on March 18, 2019. Life May, June 7th, 1922 to March 23rd, 2019. Angel. In the Marine Corps, Emily Eagle of an Anchor. Both married November 6th, 1948. That's not all. Check this out on the back. The Corporal USMC World War II, 1st Division, L37, Battles of Palu and Okinawa. He was there. I heard Palu was pretty nasty, so was Okinawa. The whole history book says it was. Pretty, man, just to survive that. Corporal. Well, he led some men in both those divisions, both those battles. So I'm going to put a gem here for Corporal George Werdon and his wife Jeannie. And I'm going to put a flag. Put a flag right here. Promise my Marine brother. Semper Fi to Corporal George Werdon, and rest in peace to his wife May. Norma J. Ayers, November 30th, 1944 to August 24th, 2019. Go Steelers. Oh my God. Go Steelers. Okay. I'll let it slide. Let's put a gem down here over Steelers. I'm just joking. I'm playing. Rest in peace to Norma. Do rest in peace. Guess what? I made it to the lake. Look at that. Oh, I got some graves to see. So let's get started. Another one we saw there, Sweeny. There's another one over here by this lake. But kind of empty, except for this one right here. Jacob Vaughn and Claire J. Schmidt. Jacob, they call him Jake, May 25th, 1922 to July 28th, 1996. His wife Claire, they call her Jeannie, November 29th, 1923 to March 23rd, 2008. Both married June 17th, 1944. Let's put a gem here for Jake. One for Jeannie. Rest in peace to Jake and Jeannie Sweeny. And what a lovely place to be laid to rest. Rest in peace, a lovely couple. Gilbert Dale Hill, May 10th, 1929 to May 21st, 1987. And he's located just not even too far from the water. So let's put a gem to remember Gilbert Dale Hill. Rest in peace. This peace of God that passeth all understanding. Plain fruit. Down here, 3 family members. This is Danny Michael Langford, U.S. Navy, Vietnam, October 15, 1946 to July 1st, 2009. Beloved father of Danny Michelle, and Paula. Our beloved son, Dwight J. Langford, 1955 to 1982. Our beloved son, Fitton Langford, 1943 to 1956. So all 3 are laid here. Of course, leave one for a U.S. Navy vet and a flag to pull out. There we go. Put it right here. Well, I should put it right here. Leave one for another beloved son, Dwight, and the other beloved son, Fenton. Rest in peace to all 3 Fenton brothers, Langford brothers. Danny, Dwight, and Fenton. All rest in peace. Mother Rosemary Ware and son Jonathan P. Rafferty. September 19, 1952 to May 27, 2024. And Jonathan was born October 24, 1984, passed away October 27, 2017. Together forever. Mother and son. We'll leave Jim here for Rosemary, one for her son Jonathan. Rest in peace to mother and son, Rosemary and Jonathan. Together forever, rest in peace. Looking at the lake, look down, I saw Strauss, Alberta, and Lucien. Alberta born 1910, passed away in 2011. Lucien, 1900 to 1982. And let's play a gem here for Alberta and Lucien. Rest in peace to Alberta and Lucien Strauss. Love this place, be laid to rest. Rest in peace. III-E.J. Jones III, February 27th, 2008 to January 29th, 2024. The mayor. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Alright. Gem right here to remember E.J. Ernest C. Jones III. Rest in peace. Look at this, right next to the water. Elnor Loebker, March 10th, 1935 to May 5th, 2022. Loving wife and mother. I love you then. I shall still, and I always have. I was always will. You know what? I think it's a good place to put this. What do you say? So Jim here to remember Elnor Loebker. Oh, what a lovely place to be laid to rest. Rest in peace. Thanks for joining me today here at Oak Hill Cemetery in Springfield, Ohio. Or Springdale, I think it's Springdale. Thanks for watching. Thanks for, if you comment, some of these graves I've seen. And yeah, what a beautiful lake, right? Alright, with that I'll say take care of yourself, take care of little ones, and I'll see you on the next cemetery tour. And in the words of Adam LeWoo, cemetery vlog is over. Thanks for joining me.